With the deep water solo season quickly approaching and crags being busier than usual, you may be searching for a different experience out on the rock. So for your safety, we've compiled this fun film providing some key points about how to deep water solo safely.
The best time to get out in the UK in deep water solo is in August, September. This is when the water's the warmest.
Remember to check the tide times carefully before climbing. Remember that a neap spring tide is not actually that high, so check which routes need high tides.
Never go deep water sailing on your own in case you're getting difficulties in the water. Working out an escape plan is as important as working out the moves.
Before starting climbing, it's always useful to check the fall zones to see if there's any underwater hazards that could injure you. This is why it's so important to check the tide times and the water depth.
Climbing out of the water might not always be an option. Having a rope or a buoyancy aid potentially could save lives.
The Great British weather is known for its sporadic nature. One moment it could be glorious sunshine and the next it could be belting down with rain. This is why it's important to pay attention to sudden changes in weather, specifically wind speed, as it can cause dangerous waters. Just because it's the Great British summer doesn't necessarily mean the water is warm. In fact, it's still really cold and can put anyone at risk of cold water shock.
So what is cold water shock? It's an involuntary reaction your body makes when going into cold water. Your chest cavity constricts, making it really hard to breathe, sometimes resulting in hyperventilating and, in extreme cases, cardiac arrest.
Signs of cold water shock include gasping, panic, hyperventilation and restriction of blood flow. So what kind of gear should you take? Well, lots of spare clothes, shoes and chalk just in case you take a few dunks into the water, an ab rope so you can get out safely and a flotation device. Also a down jacket and beach towel wouldn't hurt in case it's cold when you get out of the water.
So now we move on to the slow motion part of the film, how to hit the water. You've got to remember to make as small a profile as possible, pointing your toes and having your arms down by your side. No one wants to slap the underside of their arms or belly flop from 20 feet.
Deep water soloing is a great way to have a fun day out with friends, but it isn't without risk, so remember to be safe and be smart. For more information, search BMC Deep Water Solo.